the Cash Money after party was the shit. Like everybody wanted to get into that party. Bro, you were there. You were at the party with me because I remember you had to escort me through the crowd. I'm sitting at the table with Drake, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne. The DJ's like loving it. You know, then he gets into he's like, you know what? There's Nicki Minaj in the house, Drake is in the house. We'll get them up on this stage. So he's like, yo. So he starts playing one of like Nicki Minaj's Bees in the Trap, bees in the trap. Yo, Nicki, where you at, girl? And she's like, aight. So she's like, you know what? Let me just get on the stage. So that crowd parts. And like, she's up on the stage now. Crowd's going crazy. Like, oh my God, Nicki Minaj. And he's like, we ain't just got Nicki, man. Yo, Amelie. Crowd's going crazy. Woo, we got Lil Wayne in the house, baby. Lil Wayne comes up on the stage. What up, motherfuckers? Crazy. Yo, don't end there, man. We got JaySean in the house. And I'm like, oh God, what song is he gonna play? Ding, 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 dim, 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 dim. Baby, are you down? Except, hold on, he put it on loop. An imperfect loop, so it went like this: ding, 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 da da, ding, 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 da da, ding, ding, ding.
Meanwhile, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Can I just Excuse me. I'm sorry. Just trying to get. Jay, follow me.
JaySean, where you at?
JaySean's Basement Banter.
It's really just always down puns.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you down?
Yeah, it's so funny. And my favorite one is if, you know what it is? It's the way they say it as if I've never heard it. So like I'll be doing an interview and they're like, so this guy needs no introduction. And then there's always an introduction. So this guy needs no introduction. I wonder, do you remember back in the day? But that's one good pun.
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the day? Was it 2012? Oh, it might have been a different year too. Blah, 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 blah. So all the song titles. Ladies and gentlemen, are you down to kick it with JaySean? And each time I'm like, and then I'm like, ooh, that was good. I see what you did there with the down.
You
and
need
then
a little digital
the
recorder with like a rim shot on it, like just like
seriously,
hold it to you. Just hold it to your lapel mic.
Dude, it's so funny, and I'm just, you know.
But I mean, like, that's the difference. I mean, like, do you ever watch that show Hot Ones, the Hot Wings show?
Yeah, of course.
Like, the research and the interview questions on that show are insanely good. And then when it's done that well, that's when you see the difference in terms of just a generic interview. Like, so Jay, I heard you were going to be a doctor at one point. Could you tell us what that was like? It's like,
I'm like, yeah, I can just Google any interview of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's the first question. No. How did your parents feel? They were fine. If you watched all of the other YouTube videos, you would see that they were completely fine.
I seem to remember one time, you can correct me if I'm wrong, where you did an interview and you're like, yeah, they were actually quite disappointed and beat me. And the guy was like, really? He was like, and he just kept it going for ages. Like, well, I'm very strict, Asian household, and I was letting them down.
Dude, it's so funny. Okay, now, people who don't know my personality, I find humor in all of this because it was all a little bit silly. So when I'm doing my interviews, yes, I'm going to have been asked the same question a million times throughout my whole career. But of course, at the back of my head, because I'm not an asshole, I'm grateful for the fact that they still want to interview me. It's a nice thing that people want to have you on their show. They want to, you know what I mean? It's a nice thing to be asked to be interviewed. But also to keep things fresh. And so I don't always say the same thing because then I feel disingenuous. So then I'm like, I just kind of do things to make myself laugh or my mate. And I'll be like, before I go into an interview, I'm like, okay, give me a word or a phrase that I have to say. Right? So I remember there was one of my mates said, 2 gorillas in a jungle making love.
That's quite a tricky sentence.
And I just slipped it in there, casual, and made no context, in no context. And then I remember this one interview I was doing in India. The journalist just asked, to me, what was a silly question? And just went, so why would anybody want to come to your concert? Thanks.
Probably.
So wait, I'm like, probably because they're a fan and they want to hear my songs. What a stupid answer that would be too. Why would they want to come to my concert? Because I'm going to sing all their favorite songs and they're going to have a great time. I'm like, that's not very gripping. So I was like, you asked me a very silly question. I'm going to answer it equally as silly. I went, well, there's a part of the show, roughly in the middle, where I have a little monkey, a little chimpanzee, who does a little breakdance routine. And then he's juggling as well. And then after that, we go straight to the hits. She goes, no way. And I went, absolutely. She goes, dude, this is awesome. This is going to be awesome. I read it the next day in the Hindustan Times. Also, be sure to catch the breakdancing juggling monkey.
Might be that's a good album title, Breakdancing Juggling Monkey.
But I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like there's some questions like I don't know. I mean we're going to have guests and stuff like that, and I'm like, I hope I don't ask a really stupid
dumb
question.
questions. Yeah, I mean,
do you know what I mean?
You won't.
Yeah. I think because you've done enough of them as well. But I mean, like India's a different animal in itself. Like in terms of like I remember my first overseas gig. Yeah, my first overseas gig was you and Juggy for New Year's Eve. We took off on December 31st, landed January 1st around like 10, 11 a.m., went to the hotel, met the promoter, did the gig, and was like back out at 6 a.m. on the flight the next day. Like it was just insanity, just that
insane,
quick turnaround. But like even then, I mean, I love India. Like it's just, I would say organized chaos, but
yeah,
you know.
It kind of is, you know, like even driving on the streets, it's just madness. But I love India for so many reasons. First of all, insanely loyal fan base, I've got to say, like just the most amazing fan base, you know, but also the sheer volume of people. If you like think about that, like a lot of people don't realize the Indian population across the world, we're the second biggest population. Right?
China than you, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the amount of Indians in the world is just amazing. So anyway, I remember once I did this show I think it was for X Factor India. So look, again, I'm going in there completely green. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I don't ask too many questions. So I'm just like, okay, oh geez, wow, look at that, 1.3.
I mean, it's so close.
Yeah.
What was that? 300 million difference.
And this is 2017.
Yeah.
So there's 1.4 billion people in India.
Insane.
So anyway, so I don't ask questions when I have shows and stuff like that. I don't think about those things, right? So all for me that matters is I just want to sing and make sure everyone's happy. So I go over. I'm there, and we've had like a little sound check. Went great. And then I said, all right, man. I was like, if you wouldn't mind, I said to the production manager, I was like, if you could just give me like a half an hour heads up before the live taping of X Factor. If you could just give me like a half an hour heads up, I could do a little vocal, because I like to do my vocal warm-ups, and then I can get changed, do my hair. Yeah, no problem. Cool, man. Fast forward a couple of hours. Yep. Okay, Jay, you ready? For the half an hour?
Yeah.
No, we'll be on in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
I was like, oh my God. I have to change, I have to do my hair. So at this point, fuck the warm-ups. Can't do that, right? I've got to get changed. I can't go out in my tracksuit. So I get changed, and I'm like, fucking, what do you mean? This is X Factor. I'm panicking now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, okay, no, you got to compose yourself. You got to do a good performance. Cool, fine, whatever, let it go. So I come out behind closed doors. Woo, screams, yeah. I've got my little in-ears in and this, that, and the other. It's like a 20-minute medley, I think. It was like 4 or 5 different songs. So anyway, it comes to the last song, and I can't remember. I think it was 2012 or something. I don't know. It might have been down, one of them. And remember, this is live. My live vocal. Music's playing, crowd's cheering, and even if this guy... Pyrotechnics. No warning. In my face. Leaning over. Even if this guy... Here's me on the mic. Even if the fucking hell... Right? So Todd, you're not going to find it there. I'll tell you why. So I go off, and the guy goes, happy? I went, what?
Yeah.
Do you mean?
Yeah.
Did you not hear me say fucking hell on the mic? You did? Yes, quite loud.
That's not in the lyrics.
And I'm like, bro, fireworks went off in my face, man. You guys didn't tell me about that. Like, he goes, okay, not to worry, we can go again. I went.
So this is not live.
So I'm like, wait, so this is not live? Like live going out live?
Yeah.
He's like, no, we can do it again. I was like,
So why did you rush me for 3 minutes? Like, yeah.
So I went,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
great.
sure.
So I go back behind the thing. I'm like, yeah, get another go at this.
Yeah.
Avoid the pyros. So I hear him and he's like, okay, everybody, Jay Sean is going to go again. So just go crazy as if you haven't heard him and go nuts. When he comes out, I want you to scream and just go crazy. I was like, all right, this is piece of piss now.
Yeah.
Now I don't need to worry about anything. Effortless singing. I go there, finish it all, goes really smooth. And I go back in, I'm happy. And then I go to the guy, I was like, just out of interest, I was like, because now it's done. I was like, how many people sort of tune in for this? He goes, maybe 300 million. Bro.
An audience, it's like a Super Bowl. How many people watch the Super Bowl?
Bro,
A third of that.
Yeah.
think about this.
That's the population of America.
It's a 300 million, yeah. Casual.
Yeah.
No big deal then.
But yeah, with that 200-300 maybe,
Casual.
you know, on a good night.
Yeah.
You
There's a
know.
difference between 100 million.
Yeah, you know.
But, so anyway, I was like...
Good thing you didn't tell you that beforehand.
That's what I'm saying. That's when I always, I learned, don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask who's in the audience. Don't ask who's watching. Well, I personally don't want to know.
No, yeah. Anyone else can know, yeah.
Because you can get nervous. Honestly, I don't know if people know this, but as a performer, as a live performer, if once the camera's on, bang, okay? And if it's live, there's a lot of live things I've done. If there's a thought in your head, it's over. If the thought even crosses your mind of, oh my God, there's going to be millions of people at home watching this right now. What if I mess up a lyric? Don't let that thought come in because you will mess up a lyric. You know what I'm saying? Like it will happen.
What's been your, to that end, to
Yeah.
that same sentiment, what's been the one gig that's gone, I don't think it's going to go well, I'm so nervous, that actually was like, holy shit, I came off stage and that was amazing. What was?
I think, okay. So okay, there are those that where I'm like, you'll be a billing on somebody else's, there's like, it could be a festival, it could be, I don't know, just a lineup. And you know that they're not there for you. They're not your fans. It's somebody else.
Or it's like a buffet. It's like there's so many other acts. Like yeah.
And also different styles of music. So it could be like, I don't know, there could have been Kings of Leon. And you know what I'm saying? And or like Skrillex. And then me. And I'm like, okay, or like, a hip hop act, 50 Cent, and then completely different audiences. So I'm fully aware of the fact that like for the majority of people, my stuff is the up-tempo fun pop stuff.
Sure.
So I remember, check this out. This is hilarious. I just reminded me of something.
Go.
So I'm at the post Grammys.
What year is this?
I'm at the post Grammys party. I'm sitting at the table with Drake, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, me, Tiger, the crew.
Yeah, at that point, the whole
We're all
Cash
at one
Money,
table, vibing. So listen, the Grammys have happened. The Cash Money after party was the shit. Like everybody wanted to get into that party. It was so hard to get into.
Was that the one it was a bank vault? Was it that one?
No.
Okay.
Bro, you were there. You were at the party with me because I remember you had to escort me through the crowd.
Yeah, God, that one.
So you know I'm going.
Yeah, I know you're going.
Told you ain't heard this. Is fucking crazy.
This is a group.
So the DJ's fucking there. Yeah, everyone's having a fun time. The DJ's like loving it. Then he gets into he's like, you know what? There's Nicki Minaj in the house. Drake is in the house. We'll get them up on this stage. So he's like, yo. So he starts playing one of like Nicki Minaj's Bees in the Trap, Bees in the Trap. Yo, Nicki, where you at, girl? And she's like, alright. So she's like, you know what? Let me just get on the stage. So that crowd parts. And like, she's up on the stage now. Crowd's going crazy. Like, oh my God, Nicki Minaj. And he's like, we ain't just got Nicki, man. Yo, Amelie. Crowd's going crazy. Woo, we got Lil Wayne in the house, baby. Lil Wayne comes up on the stage. What up, motherfuckers? It's crazy. Yo, it don't stop there, man. We got Drake in the house. Started from the bottom, now we here. Woo! Crowd's going crazy. And the whole team fucking here. Crowd's going nuts, man. Drake's up on stage. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, big up, man. Mad love. yo, don't end there, man. We got Jay Sean in the house. And I'm like, oh God, what song is he gonna play? Ding, 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 dim, 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 dim. Baby, are you down? Except, hold on, he put it on loop, an imperfect loop. So it went like this: ding, 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 da da, ding, 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 da da, ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, this is my one moment.
And meanwhile, so Drake, Nicki, and Wayne have been escorted to the stage by suited, giant human being, muscles carved from concrete, and they're just man, get out the way, man.
Get out the way.
Jeremy, Jay's manager, was like, don't let Jay go on his own. You escort him. I'm like,
Definitely.
sorry, say what?
Adam, you, tall white man.
Yeah, you go through.
Just
so
you go
meanwhile,
through.
everyone else is just like moving out of the way of these giant human beings. Meanwhile, I'm sorry, excuse me, can I just excuse me? Wait, no, sorry, just want to get Jay, follow me.
Sean, where you at? Hi everyone. Hope you're having a great time. Hello.
Yeah.
So happy to be here. Hope you're having a fantastic time.
And all the doormen are all the security guards, they're standing at the back, and then you just got this Q-tip just sticking in the middle, just like, hey, happy to be here.
So basically, case in point, there's times where my music sticks out like a sore thumb.
Sure.
And in those scenarios where everyone's just getting like
But you went
hardcore-
on to perform that night. You performed with Kevin Rudolph, and you killed it.
Was it that night? I think I was at the Grammys.
No, you're right. That was a
Grammys
different
before.
night. But either way,
it was hilarious.
you still did perform. You still did. They played like 30 seconds of each one's track, and you came out.
Yeah, it was sick. It was,
and the crowd were all the crowd. I mean, it was one of the hottest tracks in the world, right there.
Yeah,
So.
but in context, can sound a bit funny sometimes, right? It's just how. I mean, look, the fact that Drake, when he was at the Franco, when he was at the Creator, the festival, remember?
Camp Flogna.
Right.
Yeah. And the
And
crowd,
they wanted Frank
thought-
Ocean,
yeah.
and I'm like, damn, Drake can get booed off because it's just a
No
different
hope for anyone at that
music.
point.
It's just they're not there for that music, I guess, right?
Yeah. But finally, like, I mean, I think both of you, again, it goes back to being immigrants in this country. You've got to find the funny, find the humor in it. Because if you let it get to you, then you're just going to like lose your mind. But you just accept it.
It's so true.
So, that's a great example. But in terms of what's an example of a huge show that you've done, maybe in another country, or like, or I remember like a lot of gigs I get booked for you will be private gigs. Like in terms, it wouldn't just be
Oh my
big shows.
gosh,
It
the
could be
private
like,
ones are nuts.
A wedding.
yeah, like a
Dude.
wedding.
Dude, do you know some of these private events are so nuts because they've got all the money in the world, right? Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
I did a show in Dubai for one of the sheikh's sweet 16th. It was his daughter's sweet 16th, and it was me and Akon, and it was us, and we're driving through the desert for hours. And I'm like, no, you're not going to see it anywhere.
Yeah, it's just completely
There's
private.
no photographs.
Yeah.
There's no video. There's nothing because it's such a high profile event. So we're driving through the desert, and just
Wasn't it was you, Zany, Bikram?
I think it was
And
Biggs,
Nids.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't me on that one. I think it was but didn't they send like, there was like 5 Escalades and like 4 of you? Like there was like one empty Escalade.
Bro, listen, it's insane. So sweet 16th in Dubai. Now, look, as it is, a lot of people, foreign artists, I know I've been there every year, but a lot of artists shit themselves because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Like, what do I do? So they booked me for me and Akon. So we go there. There's like I said, like a huge thingy of cars. What do they call that?
Motorcade.
Motorcade, yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. He beat you to it.
He did, and that's, pound it.
So we get there. Finally, we pull up. And what they've done is they've reconstructed the 7 wonders of the world.
Casual. And I take it we're not talking like in terms
Daddy,
of...
can I have a birthday party? Where? McDonald's? No. What?
Desert.
Make the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah, in the middle of a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not on a cake as well. We're talking
No.
like
Really there.
1/17 the scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
I'm telling you, bro, like huge.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I get there. Then it don't, like, I was looking around. I'm like, all of the security were women. The catering, all that, or everything. Every person, every staff was a woman. And I was like, okay. I was like, geez, okay. So we're the only men, which made us even more nervous now because I'm thinking, it's I don't know. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what was. So Akon's, that's it. He is fucking shitting himself now. And he goes to me, he goes, man, I don't know what's going on. Where are the men at? And I was like, I think it's us. We're the only men. And he goes, are you on before me? Or I'm like, I don't know. They told me you're going on first. And then I was gonna, and he's like, man, fuck that. My first song is Smack That.
Oh my God.
It's like, you go and test it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going out there singing fucking Smack That.
Dip your toe in the water.
Let me just check.
Yeah.
No, I was like, so I start laughing. I'm like, bro, come on, it'll be fine. I was like, it's just a performance. So anyway, we have a good laugh about that. I go out and I see that it's only about 300 girls. That's it.
Only 300 girls.
Yeah, just friends of hers.
Yeah.
Mate, out of control. They just ran on the stage. They're grabbing me up.
Having the best night of their life.
I'm like this, just holding
Please
on.
don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
I'm not gonna move you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah. Just deal with it.
This is fine.
Yeah.
But really, like, the most insane things, you know, and you come back from that and you're like, what is my life?
My favourite anecdote from Zany, your beatboxer, told me that you, Akon, I think there was like one or two other like local, like more regional acts, but didn't you say that normally when you go to festivals or outdoor events, the porta toilets are pretty horrific, but weren't the toilets like gold or something? And then wasn't also in there like there was some party favors to take in there as well?
No, when was this? Yeah, I think this was recently. I did one like that where it was like the Portaloo was better than my house's.
Yeah, it was like gold and
it was
gold.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and then Zany said that like in each men's room, but there was like 10, 15 unopened like Chanel, Gucci,
Samsung phone,
aftershaves, and there's stuff just in case you needed to use it. So literally, it was like, right, that's Christmas sorted. Exactly. Everyone's getting aftershave this year.
It's crazy. It was just absolutely amazing. But yeah, I mean, there's so many shows, bro. Too many, right? Like sometimes I think back and I'm like,
the mad ones. I mean, obviously the headline ones are awesome, like Madison Square Garden, like a big jingle ball or whatever. Like it's just like
Madison Square Garden. You want to hear about this?
Yeah.
Of course.
My first time ever. Man, I'm so gassed. I can't believe this is huge. Are you kidding me? I'm from Hounslow, bro. And I'm about to go and step on stage. Madison Square Garden, New York. Surely everything has to go right. Surely.
Oh, it's already so good, but I know where it's
Surely
going.
this is my one moment. Come on, man. It's got to go right, no? It's only 2 songs. How can I fuck that up? No. So I go on there. But bear in mind, Down and Do You Remember were the 2 biggest songs in America at the time. They were both top 10 at the same time. Down was number 1 and Do You Remember was number 9 in the charts. You couldn't get bigger than these songs right now. Well, you could, the ones in the middle, but
Other than them.
Other than 2 to 8. So I'm there.
Yeah, that's the one.
And like Bieber was performing, I think Enrique was performing. Whatever, it was a massive lineup. Now listen, when I performed without a band, this was without a band. They didn't have time to swap everything out. It was just me and DJ. So I guess there was a problem with the turntables, and
I think it was the act before. I remember Bick saying it was the act that came on before him, and that's what
exactly.
the
So somebody had been tampering around with the turntables, which meant that when the playback came on, it wasn't at 0. It was pitched up at like +6.
like double
It's an easy
speed.
fix, though. I know how to fix that.
Right.
But once it's in motion, like you've very hard to go.
So it starts off. It's like, hey, I've been thinking about you and how and I'm looking back. I'm like, used to be there, and now.
God. This is happening right now?
Yeah. This is the moment. It's happening right now. And I remember Zany saying,
this is fine. Everything's fine.
I remember Zany saying, he was like, yo, I never had a beatbox that fast.
He's like scratching so fast. So anyway, luckily my DJ managed to fix it. It wasn't even an easy fix. It wasn't even like put the fader down. There was something else was going on.
There was something going on.
Setting.
Yeah. It was like stock, you know? Dude, but again, what do? The show must go on.
Yeah,
you
you
can't
can't
come
just
out
go,
in front
"Sorry,
of
can we do it
20,000
again,
people
please?"
and go,
Yeah.
wait, no, it's not meant to sound like that, guys. Just give me 1 second. We're going to fix this. Can't do it.
No. Well, you got to be like Beyonce to do that.
Or like Adele at the Grammys when she was like, no, that's not going to do that. Let's
I remember
start again.
Kelly
That
Rowland doing
takes
that at
some
One Extra
balls.
Live. She was like, she was singing, she's like, I can't hear my mic, I can't. I was like, yeah, okay, maybe just deal with it.
I
But,
know. It's tough though, but listen, people don't know these things.
Yeah.
And honestly, they don't, because when all they see is the artist up there with a microphone.
The song's playing that make it sound like it does on the album. No tricks.
Right.
Let's make it sound like what I want to hear. Let me take the picture.
So they don't know what you're hearing. So these little headphones that we wear,
the in-ears, yeah.
which we call our in-ears, is so that we can hear ourselves and hear the track. Because if we didn't have those on and we're in a stadium or we're in an arena, there's so much slap back. So we're not be able to sing in time because our voice is bouncing off the back, coming up back to us a bit delayed. So you have to wear these in-ears in order to cut out. And by the way, you can't hear anyone unless you have audience mics.
Crowd mic, yeah.
Which I don't like audience mics because, I just don't
Throws
really...
you off.
It throws me off a bit because sometimes you just hear a bunch of screams and then you can't hear your own voice, right? So anyway, you can't hear the crowd. So you see their mouths going, and there's nothing. It's so weird. It's the weirdest feeling. Yeah. But again, they don't know what you're going through, right?
That's so weird because, the audience experience is just,
yeah.
And then the song in the background, whereas you're like,
Exactly. So I'm just seeing, and hearing a perfectly crisp, and my voice. And so anyway, so we're doing this. But guess what, man? Like, a load of my artist friends have told me times where, and what do? Once the song starts, you just gotta go. Yo, how about Skylar Grey, good friend of mine, told me that she was performing with Dr. Dre and Eminem at the Grammys.
simple,
I Need a Doctor.
easy gig.
She starts the song. She's on the piano. She has to start the song. So she's playing the keys. No music in her ears. So imagine that, bro. You're doing the Grammys performance. Dr. Dre, Eminem. You can see your fingers on the keys.
Moving. Yeah,
you can see them, but you can't hear anything. And then only her vocal is working. Only her... So she's like,
no music. You don't know where you are in the song.
You don't even know where you are.
Yeah.
So imagine the amount of talent she has to have to know
that
where
timing.
This is the timing. This is what keys I'm playing. I guess this is where I come in. I hope this is in tune until they finally bled the... Dude, imagine the stress of that.
I can do it. I mean, not that I ever would.
Hold on, Em.
but-
Hold on.
Yeah,
A minute.
Yeah.
No, Dre, Dr. Dre, no, not yet.
Let's go again.
Go back,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
I've got nothing.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Wait.
Yeah, wait, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Eminem. Just wait there. Insane. But again, she pulled it off. She's incredible. But these things happen, man.
Yeah, one of my favourite anecdotes, I think, would have been, Russell Brand talks about when he was hosting the Brit Awards and he needed to pee and he couldn't make it to the bathroom because in terms of like the bathroom stalls were too far away and they were like too far in the song for him to go, like, take a leak. So he just grabs a soda bottle and he's just like urinating into a Coke bottle. Well, I'll take that and he's like, it's not supposed to be like this, is it? It's like,
Exactly.
Yeah. But meanwhile, he'll breeze back on stage and be like, hello, everybody. And then the show's just magical. And there's just a warm bottle of his urine just off stage left,
Exactly. It's not supposed to be like this. So, classic example, I'm at VMAs. I wasn't performing, I was just attending. So I'm at the VMAs, I go for a piss. Now, prior to that, 2 years earlier, I'd gone on tour with Bruno Mars, Enrique, Katy Perry.
Enrique
Iglesias.
Yeah. As if, there's only one.
Well, here's one thing about Enrique. Just never meet him before you, just ever, actually. You know why? He's too good looking. Any kind of self-esteem you may have in the shitter after looking at that man.
Yeah.
He's
a handsome human being.
And he's as tall as you, basically, but with that face. And
So that feels a little bit of a diss in that statement, Carrie. He's as tall as you, but he's much better looking. It's fine.
I mean, look at this.
I mean, yeah,
it's
dude,
not fair.
Seriously.
Come on, man. Don't just,
Insanity.
Come on, man.
That's just amazing. Yeah,
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I would.
That's like...
If I was a girl, I would. And I probably still would now.
And yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so there, it's me and him performing. I did his tour as well, actually. I was opening for him. And I just went in casual before the show. No, I think he came to my stand. Good luck, whatever. And, again, he has to duck to get under the door because he's too tall. And I looked at him and he's like, hey, man, I just wanted to say thank you for doing this, Go out there, have a great time. And I'm looking at him like, thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, godly man, for that. I turn around to my crew and I go, fuck, man. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this now. Look at him. I'm going to go out there. They're going to go, ooh.
Who's that guy?
Maybe that's why he picked me.
Oh my God.
No. No, that was, no, you were.
This is where you guys are meant to go, no, you're quite good looking.
You're beautiful.
Thank
yeah,
you, man.
you're
That's
stunning,
crazy.
man.
You didn't need to say that, but
Yeah. I was going with the professional tilt. I wasn't going to go with your appearance. I was in terms of like professionally. He brought you on because
also
he complimented the show.
Just quick compliment.
You're a good-looking human being, Joe.
Stop it, bro.
You're
You guys are crazy.
You've got really long eyelashes
Stop,
for a man
thanks.
as well.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ava
on,
has
stop
your
it,
eyelashes.
stop it. But anyway, so we're there. So we've done this tour in the VMAs now, at the VMAs, going for a piss, washing my hands, Bruno Mars next to me, doing his hair. And I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, I haven't seen Bruno in like a couple of years. So I'm like, Bruno. He's like, oh, shit, Jay, what's up, man? And I'm like, fucking big hug. I was like, how you doing? And at the time, he had just grown his hair. Remember the big fro?
Curls, yeah.
And I went, look at this. What is going on with the hair? And I just ruffled my hands into his fro.
Why?
Because I don't know why. We were good friends, and I was just...
I know you probably do it too. I would kill.
Yeah,
you see how much shit I have in my hair right now.
Yeah, but you got to remember,
Yeah.
At the time, I had a shaved head.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's like when you do
have
your hair.
hair. Yeah.
Right, because you could do that to me and nothing would happen.
No. Now you'd be pissed off.
Now I'd be,
Yeah.
So there I am. I'm just fucking casually ruffling his hair up. And he looks at me, he goes,
What are you doing?
Jay, you asshole, man. I'm on stage in 2 minutes. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, sorry, Bruno.
The only way that story could get any better is if you went, it's okay, and then started like from behind, like just twizzling his
No, it's
fro
fine.
back.
That
Like,
bit's fine.
you'll be fine.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget, like, watching that performance. I don't remember what year it was, but I knew I was the only person in the world. So I'm laughing.
You were in his head at that point.
Because he comes out, and I'm in his head.
Yeah.
The mic's there, and the lights come, and he's like,
Fucking chairs.
asshole.
Fuck, you bastard.
Jay, fucking asshole, Jay. Right? But then, of course...
24 karat magic.
crushes the performance.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm watching this laughing because I'm like, nobody knows that 2 minutes before that performance, I fucked his hair up in the toilet.
Yep.
And it's probably in his mind going, I had it perfect.
I look like shit now.
I had it perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Everything. It was just right. It was looking good. And Jay Sean came in and fucked it all up.
Oh, man.
So my cherished memory is more of the early door stuff, the private gigs, the more raggo stuff, like, the first India tours that I would go on and just that whole... I remember like one with Juggy, again, shout out Juggy D, going... Again, it was a sea of people. I mean, literally, I think the biggest gig I've ever been on stage for was in Poland. That's the one that we were hanging out with Bass Hunter and all those guys. And that was like, I think it was 120,000 people, and it was just this massive stadium. The one that sticks out.
Crazy. I try to find this as well.
Which one?
I've tried to find this show, because it was probably the biggest show I've ever done. It was about 150,000.
It's on YouTube, I know for a fact, because...
I just don't remember the name of the city, because it was like... I just remember it being in a field, and they had to have helicopter cameras.
Was that it? Yeah, Hitting, whatever
That's it. Yeah, look at this crowd, bro.
It is.
It's insanity. And it had Zany at the time.
Yeah, and we were like, was it how many people? 100,000 people. Look at that, bro. And there's me. By the way, this camera is me.
Is it you?
Yeah, Zane's doing his thing, and then I go out there, and it's just a white guy And it wasn't even a decent camera. Don't you imagine it's going to be like, you know, shoulder mounted thing.
That stage looks dope.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But I'm holding a Sony Handycam. So I'm just, for no reason whatsoever.
No dancers.
Yeah.
Just a tall
guy
giant.
just slowly
Gangly.
following this beatboxer around this giant stage.
It was sick, man.
Going back to the India one, I remember it was a college gig. And you know how big their colleges and universities are out there. I mean, in terms, again, 100,000 people are there. Same depth of crowd is right there. And Juggy, I know what song. Is it going to be Gabaru or Sunny? I'm coming out with a big smash right at the very tippy top. And I've got my discs. I've got both of them, so I can.
See, those are one of the reasons I love him. When he was around Cash Money, he'd say things like
Tippy top. Tippy what? Tippy top.
I wish I could have seen that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, so it's just me, right from Juggy's taking it from the tippy top of the song.
Yeah. All right,
carry on.
whatever. Let me finish
Carry on,
where
please.
it goes.
Tippy top.
Because normally the rider is, when you're an artist, you have CDJs, you've got your little Pioneer mixer. No. There was one CDJ that was plugged in, and then to the left, the CD player they had on this particular occasion was like, imagine the stereo you had when you were 15, when it was a CD, it was like an AWA or an Alba or a Sony, and it literally was like, the one where you press the CD open, it would like,
Oh, yeah.
like that. And I'm like, is this the other CD player? And it's just like, yeah, that's the other CD player. I was like,
Wait, this is in India?
in India.
For
right?
what? How many, where was it? A club show?
No, this is a college,
field.
but 100,000 people
it.
just loving. And you know what Juggy's like? Juggy wants to storm the stage and brrr, and just go straight into it. Right?
Yeah,
So he thinks I'm waiting for the cue. I'm just like, by the way, the stereo's not even plugged in.
Come on.
There's literally cables hanging out the back of it. I'm just like, okay.
This is the one where the lid opens.
Yeah, exactly. Like the one. I'm just like, okay, put it in there. Oh shit! I'm like checking stuff. Like, does it even work? And then he just came out, and the stage was just rickety. But it's not a diss. It's the fact that at that point you're going through a war together. 15, 20 minutes, you're in this, and you got to keep the show going. And he comes out and he vamps. I mean, Juggy. I did one college gig with him. He backflipped. He said, "I'm going to backflip off the stage tonight."
Casual.
And I went, "Do you know how to backflip?" He went, "No, I'm just going to do it."
Wait, so me and Juggy had this show in India, right? And so we're both performing. It's dark. It's
He landed the backflip, by the way, just so it's clear. Right.
It's really dark. Yeah. And we're both on the front of the stage. And at one point, because he loves to dance, he just falls off the stage and lands on the floor. And I'm like, fuck. Like he fell
Ankle
off the
broken
stage.
or something, God forbid.
Got up.
Yeah. And just
As if
dances
it's
away.
a dance move.
Yeah.
And nobody, none the wiser.
Totally intentional.
Gosh, he meant to do that.
Yeah.
But only Juggy could get away with that. Honestly, I did see this one thing of Robbie Williams when he fell. And he dealt with it amazingly. And I think I would probably do the same thing. He fell and he just stayed on the floor with his mic and carried on the rest of the song lying there.
Angels instead.
Yeah, because he was like, well, that's what happened.
Oh, there you go. Robbie Williams slips and falls. There we go.
No, breaks someone's arm. This might be a different one.
Yeah, I guess it happens a lot to Robster, I guess.
But anyway, and I remember watching him, and he just lay down on the floor like you all saw. I fell. It's even if I get up and try to make a bit,
Yeah.
might as well stay here now.
Oh yeah, he's on the ground.
See, and it's cool. It's like that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, just popped up. Like, everything's fine. And he's just going to keep the show going. Dust off the blazer, and he's back.
I think what looks worse is when you try to not acknowledge the fact that you just fucking fell.
Unless
Look at
unless you can style it out like Juggy D and just blend it into a seamless dance move.
I remember, this happened to me so many times. I was doing a catwalk show, and it was for one of those Victoria's Secret kind of things. And I had, it wasn't even first of all, why give me a microphone with a cable when there's models walking on the stage? Why not just give me a wireless?
That's asking for a broken ankle.
Why not? Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not just give me a wireless, bro? There's people walking around and there's just cables on the floor. So of course it happens. One of the models trips
On your cable.
over my mic cable. The model trips over. She falls. My mic is unplugged. I have no idea. I'm singing to the crowd. My voice is now gone because there's no mic attached. There's no cable attached.
There's a girl in
There's a girl
agony.
lying on the floor. There's me just going,
Shouldn't happen
it shouldn't happen to a
to
pop star, mate.